welcome to my week 16 pregnancy update. Firstly, let me apologise for the really bad picture quality. I have no idea what's going on with my camera. Hopefully next week I would have sorted something else out because this is really grainy. Anyway, now that's done. Let's find out what's been happening with me and baby in week 16. So I didn't get around to putting an update on last week because we went away camping for the bank holiday weekend, and amongst all the packing and all the holiday chaos, I just didn't get a chance to sit down and make this video. So for week 15, all the hormones that I was on about in my week 14 update, they seem to have subsided temporarily, and I had no major breakdowns that I can remember, so that's good. And sickness, that's completely gone now, which is brilliant. Still feeling tired, but I don't think that's ever going to go because I was feeling tired before I even got pregnant. Just running around after a toddler all the time does that to you. So yeah, I've been feeling pretty good actually. I haven't fainted again or anything like that. I have been getting pretty bad headaches, but again, they could be screaming toddler related rather than pregnancy related. I don't know. But yeah, half the time I forget that I'm even pregnant. I'm feeling completely normal almost, so that's a positive, but then at the same time I kind of forget I need to be taking it easy and looking after myself a bit, because even though I've got a bit of a belly, it can be quite easy to forget that I'm carrying precious cargo and I need to relax sometimes and take it easy. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I've started swimming to try and keep fit during this pregnancy, and that's going really well. I missed it last week because I can't actually remember why. There was a reason, but I think it was a dentist actually. But I went today and I managed 36 lengths, which I was really pleased with. I know that's probably not a lot, but to me that feels like loads because I've never really done just, back and forth length swimming before, and I managed 36 in just over half hour, so I was pretty pleased. I did feel really, really tired after, and when I got home I could have just fallen asleep on the sofa, but apart from that I felt amazing. It was great. I can't wait to go again next week. If I had the time and the money, I'd probably try and go 2 to 3 times a week, but I don't at the minute, so once a week is going to be all I'm doing for now, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? It's all about keeping fit and doing what's best for me and baby, so yes, I love swimming. After not seeing her since my booking appointment, which was in week 8, I got to see my midwife this week, which was really lovely. She found the baby's heartbeat really easily. That's the first time I've heard it, and it was, it's just magical, isn't it, just hearing that for the first time. Leo was in the room with me and he was looking a bit like, oh, what's going on? I'm so confused. But we explained, and then he got quite excited then. As we were leaving, he asked the midwife if she could listen to his heartbeat and find the baby in his tummy, which was really sweet. So she put the sorry, this is my cat Jessie, if you've not met her before. She loves to get involved when I'm vlogging. She's an absolute nightmare. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, so she put the Doppler thing on Neo's chest and we listened to the baby in his tummy. It was so sweet. She did all my blood pressure, which is low, but not anything to be too concerned about at the minute. And she gave me all my blood test results, which have all come back fine. My iron's fine, and the baby doesn't have, is low risk for Down syndrome, so that's a relief. She didn't do much else apart from give me the results and listen to baby. She said I've got a pretty impressive lump for my baby bump, so I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or to be a bit insulted. But she said it shouldn't be long before I start feeling baby move. She said by the size of my belly, she said it really should only be within the next week or two. So I'm eagerly awaiting those first little flutters. I can't wait to feel it. Oh, this cat is an absolute nightmare. So I don't see my midwife again now until week 28, which is absolutely ages away. It's like the end of July, I think, by which time I'll be absolutely massive. So that feels a bit strange to not see her for so long, but obviously they're always available to ring if I have any problems, which is good. So my next big appointment will be my 20-week scan, which is on the 3rd of June, and I can't wait. I'm really excited to see baby again. So this week, baby is the size of an avocado. This is really funny to me because I'm always eating avocados and I've always got one in the fridge. So I got one out today to have a look, and it's big. It's definitely bigger than a poppy seed, obviously, but it's nowhere near as big as my belly. So I'm just wondering how this whole thing works, really. Obviously, there's no correlation between baby size and bump size because mine is about 20 avocados, not one. Anyway, baby is 10 centimeters roughly now. So still not even the length of a ruler, still really, really small. And only weighs 100 grams, which is less amount of flour you would use in a cake, so that's still not very heavy either. But his or her bones are starting to harden, so it really shouldn't be long before I can feel those first little kicks. And they've also learned to suck their thumb, which is just absolutely adorable just to think about. It's crazy to think about there being a little tiny human in my belly, but then to think that they're sat there sucking their thumb is just like, oh my god, it's amazing. And they are playing with the umbilical cord because they've learnt to grasp. So that is quite a scary thought because that's what provides them with all their oxygen. But obviously, they must know to let go when things, they feel like they need some oxygen. I don't know. Yeah, so I am just really waiting for those first little kicks. The midwife said it should be soon. Everyone says you should feel them earlier in your second pregnancy. I think with Leo it wasn't until about 18, 19 weeks I first felt something, so it's not too far off. I really hope next week I'll be able to say, baby's moving, oh my god, the baby moved. So we'll just have to wait and see. That's about it for my week 16 update. I will be back next week, but it'll probably just be a flying visit because we are off on holiday to Cheddar Gorge, camping for 5 nights with a toddler, so it's going to be absolutely chaotic. So amongst all the packing and stuff, I won't really have time to sit down properly, but I will make sure I get something up because I don't want to keep missing them. And yes, I'll see you then with hopefully the exciting news that baby's on the move. Woohoo! Bye!